This program's on file management, but before we get to the specifics to how to maintain your files and resources, I want to get to some general information. This is your startup screen, otherwise known as the desktop. This appears when you start your system. If you're a Mac user, we'll get to you another time, but for those of you that operate a Windows system, this is what your desktop will look like. Now at the bottom is a taskbar. The taskbar shows a variety of things. It has what programs you're currently operating or what windows are open despite being minimized, as well as one important feature, which is the Start menu. Now above the Start menu you can see a lot of icons. Those are shortcuts to different programs. But if you don't have a shortcut, that doesn't mean you can't access the program. When you click on the Start menu, you have access to every single program and/or file that is on your system. All you need to do is scroll up and down, and you can access these various programs and/or files. Another thing that's important for all of us to do is to learn how to properly start and shut down your system. Many students simply press and hold the button down, and that's really hard on our machines. So the first thing I want you to get acclimated to is using the Start menu to log off, to switch users, and to shut down or restart the computer. As you can see, when you click on the Start menu, it provides you the options to do all of those types of things. Now, in addition to showing us what programs are open, the taskbar also shows us whether or not our system is fully charged, if it's charging. Obviously, that's for a netbook or a notebook computer, not a desktop. But also, what's the status of our internet connection? Are we hardwired in? Are we wireless connected? Is the internet connectivity having issues? What's the status of our connection? And it also allows us to control our volume, whether that be via earbuds or headphones or speakers. It allows us to adjust the overall volume of our system. So lots of good things there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust the resolution of the screen. That is how the image looks, the size of the icons, the size of the text, the sharpness, and so forth. Certain web pages or certain things look better with different resolutions. And if you right-click anywhere on the desktop, you'll get this menu. If you choose Screen Resolution, it'll bring up, and in this case, the landscape of the screen, how it's formatted, as well as the different resolution options. Now, most of the time the default will be set to best available, but sometimes if you need to change it, it could be connecting to a projector, that the image would be different than it is on the screen. It's important to know how to adjust the resolution of your page. Next, we're going to go back to the Start menu, and we're going to look at our Documents section. Now, our Documents is where all of our files, whether that be a word processing or a presentation, where our documents should be saved. Now, as you can see here, our library has a variety of folders already in it, but if you want to create a new folder, that is actually quite easy to do. All you're going to need to do is in the upper portion of your screen, you click on New Folder, and it will provide you with an area to type in a new location or a new name for this folder that you are creating. As you can see here, the default name is new folder, but we need to change that particular folder's name to something that is unique so that we know what our documents are going into. For our purposes, I'm just going to create a folder with the name of Computer Education. That way I know that all of my computer files for this class will be saved neatly and very organized in my new folder. To change the name, you just need to highlight the box, backspace, or highlight and delete, and type in your chosen name for your new folder. Now, if you want to add folders on the desktop, that's also very easy to do. All you need to do is right-click anywhere on the desktop page, and it'll give you the option to highlight New, and then you can choose Folder. That way, if you want to have a folder on the desktop itself, out of Documents, you can do that too.